Day. Great to be here. My name is Pam Morin. I'm a Creative Memories Advisor, and we get together every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we talk about a new layout, a new technique. We talk about how I scrapbook, and I hope that will inspire you and motivate you to scrapbook and to develop your style of scrapbooking. I've been developing my style of scrapbooking for the last 20 plus years, and it brings me joy. My scrapbooking style brings me joy. So I hope this will help you develop your style and it will bring you joy. All right. So for the month of May, we have been spotlighting our tools. And you have to have that right tool in your toolbox for the job you want to do, the layout that you want to create, the die cut you want to develop, whatever it is that you are making or creating. You need that right tool, so that tool that helps you do that efficiently and cleanly and beautifully. You have to have a tool that works correctly, that gives you a clean cut, and that gives you a beautiful result after you've punched that border or die cut out. So you always want to have that correct tool for the job, right? The right tool. There's always that right tool for every job. So we have been spotlighting these tools that we need to make our layouts. And in the month of May, we were spotlighting the frame and border punches. And tonight is May 29th. So it is the last day of May, and it's the last Wednesday in May, I should say. So tonight is our last spotlight on frame and border punches. Stay tuned next week, June. Oh my gosh, we're into June, and we are going to talk about our trimmers. That is our spotlight of the month, is our trimmers. So join me next week, and we will kick that June tool spotlight off. Let's jump over to upcoming events real quick. Friday Night Crop, our next one is June 14th. So we have a couple weeks off here. So enjoy your time with your family and making memories. And I will see you on Friday, June 14th, 6:30 to 10. That is the Creative Memories Virtual Crop Weekend. So we will be making the Creative Memories sketches. I love it. I love those ladies. We have such a great time on Friday night. And there is always room at our scrapbooking table for more scrapping friends. So come join us. It's on Zoom, so you don't have to leave the comfort of your own home. You can scrap right there in your scrapping space with us. You can watch, you can make the sketches with us, or you can work on your own projects. Whatever you would like to do, it's up to you. Just come join us. It's great to just have a bunch of ladies to talk to while you're scrapping. Scrapbooking 101, we just had that one this week. So the next one is June 17th. Scrappy Thursday, the next one is June 20th. And then our next scrapbooking exclusive virtual crop, all-day crop, is on August 3rd. And that is a Zoom crop. And it's only for members of my Pam's Creative Scrapbooking group. So go join that group so you can be part of that all-day crop. We crop from 10 to 4. All right. What else? Library crop. Our next one is June 29th in Brookville. And then skip on down here through the Christmas show and my April retreat, and September retreat is September 6th through the 8th. And my November retreat is November 8th through 10. Let me just get those flyers up here real quick. Here is my September flyer. September 6th through the 8th. It's $160 for 3 nights and $195 for 4. And we have a great time at these weekend crops. We are expecting Diane Lampert from the home office to join us on Saturday. So come join us. We're going to have a great time at this weekend crop. And then I finally got my flyer made for my November crop. And the theme is going to be class reunion. So enjoy, come celebrate your favorite generation. If you graduated in 87 like I did, you can celebrate the 80s. If you want to celebrate a whole other generation that you didn't graduate in, that's fine too. We're just going to celebrate all of the generations of class reunions. Saturday night, we're going to have a sock hop dance. So, bring your dancing shoes. And this one is at a different venue. This is the first weekend I will be at the Western Buckeye Christian Camp, and that is in Houston, Ohio. It is, if you're familiar with the area, it's up by Piqua. So come join us. We are excited to try this new venue out. I can only, the maximum number of people for this one is 20. So registration is open. You can send me your registration, and it is $140 for 2 nights, Friday through Sunday. This is a 3-day crop retreat. There is not a 4th day for this one. All right. That is my events coming up. So let's get into it. Let me just say hi to Janice and Gail and Marion. Thank you so much for watching. Janice, I agree. I love the CM tools too. I'm going to flip over here to my table. I don't know what I would do without CM tools. They just make my layouts easier. Having that right tool for the right job. So I thought I would do a little recap before we get started on what we're going to make tonight. Just do a little recap of what we have talked about in the month of May for frame and border punches. So this was one of our earlier layouts that we made, and we used the geometric frame punch, and that's what these are here, is a frame. We did a 4x4, and I just love our frame punches because it just gives it such a cute look. And we were doing suns. The theme is suns for this layout, so that we use the geometric so that it had the circle like a sun. So there we go. We talked about the frame punches. We made layouts with border punches, and this one actually is a Border Maker cartridge down here, but I don't know if I ever put this out on my Facebook page to show you the completed page. So I just wanted to show it to you tonight. But all of these beautiful, fun borders that we had in this layout, and we did a layered look with the Border Maker cartridges. So I just love that. The different layers that you can do, just like with your Cricut, you can do with our punches. So we did our tents in brown. We did a lighter colored tree and a darker colored tree with our tents. So that is the Border Maker cartridge. Tent and tree, I think, is what that Border Maker cartridge is called. We did a fun border with the, there goes the name of that collection right out of my mind. All Revved Up, or I'm sorry, Revved Up is what this one is called. So we have tire tracks going down the center of our layout, and we have the gears going down either side of that. Fun layout. I love the way this one came out with my grandkids driving that little car. And then I think this was last week, we did the scissors border at the top. Fun border with the scissor border punch for a scrapbooking retreat layout. So I had a great time. Oh, and I want to tell you, yes, this is the one we did last week, right? And I want to tell you, I lost this piece of paper. I could not find it. I looked on the floor. I looked everywhere. I'm thinking, what did I do with this? Well, I turned my paper over, and lo and behold, it was stuck to the back of my paper. So I did find this. I know you all have been just thinking about this since last week. But I did find that little piece of paper that got away from me, which I'm glad because I like the way that that looks, because then we have that same designer paper over here. So it kind of makes it all cohesive and balanced on each side. And I love to have that on each side. All right. So just a recap of what we've done with our border punches, our frame punches. Border Maker cartridge was actually our spotlight for last month, but also a great tool for making your borders. So tonight, I am going to talk about this standalone punch. And you could be saying, okay, well, that is not a frame or a border punch. And you are correct. It is not a frame or a border punch. It is a standalone punch, but still a great way to make borders on your layouts. And it looks like I'm having some delay here tonight. I don't know if my internet is going out. Okay, here we go. I think we're caught up. But you may be saying this isn't a border punch, Pam, but we're going to use it as a border punch. So I am making a school album for my granddaughter, and I want to make on the very last page, because each school year has a heading. Okay, so this is our back to school album. It's considered, I would say, a fast to fab album because it is pre-designed, and each refill page is a school year. So you have two sides, or one layout, a left and a right, one page layout for each school year. So the idea is to take their first day of school picture and their school picture and put it in the album. And it's all pre-made for you so that you can just put those in really fast. So every year is represented. And this big pencil here is decorate. It's a sticker. So I've already started decorating her album. Second grade, I put this sticker of all of the little kids or the little people. And that's as far as I got with the stickers. But every year is represented. And so I wanted to, for graduation, she just graduated, and I wanted to do a border in this Cap and Diploma because she's got tons of graduation pictures. So I'm going to need to add in another refill page. So I'm going to do a border here at the top of the Cap and Diploma. So we're going to use a standalone punch as a border. First, I need to trim this black piece down, and then we're going to punch. So this is the size of the cap and the diploma, like this. I'm going to do 3, I think. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to have too many, but I'm going to do 3 cap and diploma in there for my border. So first, let's just trim this. And I love that I found a scrap piece of paper. Check your scrap box. You may be able to use up something. We're trying to use our stash, right? Scrap that stash. All right, I'm just going to make like a little fingernail mark here so I know where to trim this. That's how technical I'm getting, is using my fingernail to help me with trimming this paper. All right, let's make sure. Hopefully I got that close. Yes, perfect. And then I'm going to trim all of this off because I just want this strip at the top. And we're going to use our sight guide to do that, just to show us where exactly we need to line that up and cut. There we go. All right. So let's first start with the middle punch, okay? And I'm just going to do a little fold just to show me the middle. That will flatten out. You won't be able to see that. I'm going to turn the punch over. It's really helpful when you have a punch where you can turn it over And I can kind of see where the center is because it's right where the hat comes to a point at the top. So I'm going to slide my paper in, the right side here, and line up that little fold at that little arch at the top, and make sure I have the whole cap and diploma on there. Punch that out. Oh, I didn't. It came off the bottom. I think I'm going to need a wider piece of black, because see how it didn't. It punched right out of the bottom. So let's do, this one is an 1 5/8. So let's do a wider border here. Let me just grab a piece out of my black bits and pieces project folder. Thank you, Gwen. All the time. Thank you, Gwen. She got me started with project folders for my scraps, and I love it. All right, so we need more than 1 5/8 inches, so let's just do 2 inches. Let's do that. And we will try this again. Oh, I'm going to need that because this, where's that one I just punched? Okay, so this was perfect size. Let's see what that was. It should be 8. Yep, these are 8 inches. So I could have just, instead of using my fingernail to measure, I could have just cut 8 inches, because that's what these refill pages are for the 8x8 album, is 8 inches. All right. Okay, now this one I can tell I used it for a border punch, because remember we talked about those little arrows that some of the border punches have to help you line up where to make your next punch. So I'm just going to snip those off. All right. There we go. So that should be what I need. All right, we're going to try this again. Trial and error, right? All right, going to give a little pinch. Turn this over. Line up my fold, which is the center of my 2-inch piece of paper, with the peak of the cap. Okay, so if I go all the way up, there we go. Awesome. How fun. How cute. That will be at the top there. That will be the border of this 8x8 page. Now, what I'm going to do is, I think the next step I'll do is I want to put blue behind this, because that is their school colors. And I had my blue laying right here. What did I do with it? Here it is. I just need a little square piece, and we're going to put it right behind that cap and gown. Oh, so cute. All right, I'm going to grab my square punch. I think this will be the right size for this. If not, we can always trim it. Again, I'm going to hold it upside down so that I can line up the edges. I'm going to do it right on the edge of the paper. There we go. Now, this color blue is a close to my heart cardstock, so it's not a color that we carry at Creative Memories, but this was closer to their school colors. So, in case you're wondering, that is perfect. Okay, so I can put this blue behind the cap and gown, and we will just use the repositionable. Grab my silicone mat here, and we're just going to put repositionable all over this, the back of this. There we go. And then line that up. I'm going to turn it over here real quick before I press down on it because I can already see I need to move it over. Great thing about repositionable, I can adjust it. There we go. How fun. Okay, and then just rub off that excess, or you could leave it on because we're going to put it down on the 8x8 refill. Your choice. Like so. I'm debating if I want to do 2 more on each side. Or 1 more on each side, I should say. Should I do another cap and gown on each side? Or not cap and gown, cap and diploma on each side. I can't decide. Let me open up the album again. I do like that. But is it too many caps and diplomas with 3 on there? Now, what I could do is I could just punch it out in blue and do the positive. Let's see what that looks like. I'm going to do 1 more. See, by turning it over, I can line it up and use and be real efficient with my paper. Oh yeah, see, I like the way that looks. I like that. Now, does the tassel goes on the left? Oh, then I need to turn that over. I have that on the wrong side. Tassel means on the left. I'm sorry, that would be the right on your head. On the right side means you're graduated. On the left side means you're not. I don't remember. You guys tell me. All right, so we have 1 that's like a negative, and then 2 that are, I'm using the positive. So, what I do, that one, I could have it on each side. What I do like, though, is I could do some foam squares on the center one and do like a 3D effect with the blue underneath it. Is this the same color on both sides? No, it's a darker color on this side. Okay, so I do have the darker color. All right. Very good. All right, I'm going to fix this real quick. And I can do that because I have repositionable. I want the tassel to be on the correct side, like the punch is. So I'm going to fix that real quick. Take the blue off there. Make sure that I have the darker blue showing face up. There we go. Okay, so let me just rub this repositionable off this side. Another great feature of the repositionable, right? I can change things around when I need to. And it just rubs away. Okay. So then let's do a foam square. See, you guys inspire me. Every Wednesday, you all inspire me. I think I'm going to do this one way, and then we start making this together, and there it goes. I go rogue, and I change it. I'm definitely a visual person. I definitely have to see things. There we go. So now we have like a little blue underneath it, so it gives it okay, where's my, here we go. So it's not black underneath it, it's blue, which gives it a cool effect, an interesting effect. So we want to cause interest, right? We want to have something interesting in our layouts. I'm going to cut one of these foam squares in half for this diploma. For each side, and then I just need to raise this middle one up a little bit because it's peeking out from underneath. And I think that will be good. Yes. Okay. So now just peel the backing off all of those, and then we're going to place it down on top of this one. Oh, don't come with me. Stay on my diploma. There we go. All right. So there we go. So we have a fun 3D effect, and underneath it is blue. So you can barely see it, but underneath is blue instead of black, which gives it a fun shadow. Okay. So now I think what I'll do is one on each side. Like this. So I need to punch one more. And that will be our border. Just lining it up so that I'm as close as I can be to this other one that I just punched, so that we're conserving some paper. There we go. Ooh, I got really close on that one. Yeah, so cute. Oh, I think I punched this the wrong way here, because if this is going to be, that's the, so close to my heart paper is different shade on each side. Oh, well, I'll leave it like this. I think that's fine to have the tassel on this side for this one and this side for this one. There we go. Very cute. I think the other two I will leave flat on, not put them on foam squares, just have the center one on a foam square. And maybe I'll see if I can't get 2024, class of 2024 on there somehow. Not sure how. Have to write really small, or I'll have to see if I have some really small number stickers, which I think I do. I can just put the numbers 2024 on there. I don't have to do class of. Okay. All right, so there we go. We have, this will be the next page in the album, and we have this border up here at the top with our cap, with our cap and diploma border. Very fun. I don't have any of her graduation pictures printed, so I can't lay them out to show you. And I just want to be considerate of her privacy. But so I'm just going to cover up her picture here. But this is how I've done other pages. So this is 9th grade. So I have her school picture here on a mat with a couple little decorations on each side. And it just is a fun album, 8x8, to put together very fast, because it's all ready for you just to add your pictures and your journaling to. So lots of fun, and have a great time making some borders with our standalone punches too. Borders are not just for border punches and border maker cartridges. All right. Now, don't forget, another great punch to use for not borders, but maybe for mats are our circle punches. And right now, there is a deal going on where you can earn the circle punch, Sunshine Circle Punch, for free when you spend $135. So don't forget that deal. That promo is through May 31st, and today's the 29th. So you only have until Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern to get a free bundle, the Sunshine Circle Punch or the Lighthouse Standalone Punch. You get to pick which one you want for every $135 you spend. So you can either pick this one or this one. And this one has some die cuts that come with it, the bundle, and this one has some stickers. The Lighthouse has stickers. So great way to make some fun borders, as well as frames and circles for your layouts. And this Lighthouse would make an awesome border as well. So don't forget that promo ends on Friday. All right, ladies, let me jump back over. I forgot to jump back over last week just to see if anybody has any questions or comments. I know, Gail, it's time for November registration for the retreat. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? I start taking those. I think what happens is everybody looks at their calendars and they just want to make sure they schedule, they get things scheduled. So I just wanted to put them all out there. So my September's open for registration and my November retreat is open for registration. So come join us. We have a great time. And Gail said, go for 3. Yes, I went for 3, and I think I like that. It just gives it a nice balance there with 3 of the cap and diploma at the top. I need something. I'm gonna jazz this up a little bit more. I'm not sure what, but it needs something else. So maybe I'll do another little border behind it, or another strip of color behind it, or on each edge. But I just think it needs something else. Maybe there's some silver down here. So maybe I'll get a silver, some of our shimmer paper, and put that at the top and the bottom with the silver. I think that would look cute. I think that'll bring it out. All right. And hello, Sue Ellen from Texas. Thank you for saying hi. I think I said hi to everybody. Yes. All right. And for those of you, thank you for joining from the Creative Heart Scrapbooking group. Unfortunately, I cannot see when you comment, so I try and go back and comment after we're done. So please put your comments out there. I will take a look after the um, live has ended and say hi to you. Unfortunately, Facebook has changed their rules, so we can't see you see your comments when you're making them. All right, next week, join me for spotlighting our trimmer, and you guys have a great rest of your week and weekend, and I will see you next Wednesday night. Good night.